Alhamdulillah for Allah, ikhwa, we have to include myself. Wallah, always we should say Alhamdulillah for Islam. And the Sunnah as well. Islam and Sunnah. Wallah, junoon, akhi. Gang all night. Ya subhanallah, what is the fa'idah of gang all night?
You see, the other day, swearing.
Akhi, Alhamdulillah for Islam.
Yeah.
They cannot even guide themselves, let alone to guide another generation. Wallah al-Adim. As the Arabs say, فَاقِدُ الشَّيْءِ لَا يُعْطِيهِ. If I don't have temper, how can I give it? No. You need a guideline in your life to guide the people.
I want to talk to you as well.
خلاص إن شاء الله ما في مشكلة. نبدأ؟ نبدأ؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله وكفى والصلاة والسلام على عبده المصطفى وعلى آله وصحابته أجمعين ومن بهديه اقتفى وسلم تسليما كثيرا. I want to make a clarification about something which Shia 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago spoke Allah's names and attributes. And what is our aqidah concerning Allah's names and attributes? Al-Asma' wa Sifat. Oh my beloved brothers and my sisters, may Allah bless you all. Aqidat Ahl Sunnati wal Jama'ah is Aqidat Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. Aqidat Salaf wa Aqidat Ahl Bayt radiyallahu anhum wa alayhim as-salam ajma'in. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, He has Asma' wa Sifat. Allah said Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Allah said, أَلَا تَسْجُدُ لِمَا خَلَقْتُ بِيَدَيْ to Iblis. So I'm going to refute 2 shubha which that person, Blade Runner, mentioned and Miss.
Roadrunner, not Blade Runner, Roadrunner.
It's a Roadrunner, okay. You know, just we don't want to call names. You know, that's his name. It's chosen for himself, Blade Runner. Because us, we don't focus on names, we focus on ilm. Alhamdulillah, you know, ilm to deal with it. So that Blade Runner guy, he mentioned about, he's speaking to the brother, mashallah, the brother, he done well, generally speaking. He hold into the principles. However, there was shubha thrown out there, he didn't know how to deal with it, yes? So when it comes to Asma wa Sifat, Ahl Sunnah we say, نثبت ما أثبته الله لنفسه وما أثبته له رسوله عليه الصلاة والسلام. And ننفي ما نفاه الله عن نفسه وما نفاه عنه رسوله عليه الصلاة والسلام. So when it comes to affirming Allah's names and attributes, we affirm what Allah has affirmed for Himself and what the Messenger of Allah has affirmed for Allah. And we negate what Allah has negated for Himself, from Himself, and what the Messenger of Allah has negated from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because no one knows what befits Allah and what does not befit Him except who? Allah Himself. So from their argument, he said we use our aql. That Ibn Taymiyyah, may Allah have mercy upon him, wallahi, that man, Shaykh al-Islam, is upon Ahl Sunnah to make dua for him. That man, you know why they hate him so much? Because they exposed him so badly. May Allah have mercy upon him, said. He said that when you say the aql is the criteria to determine how should we describe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and how we should not describe him, then okay, the question will ask you, which aql? Because the aql of the Muslims are different. The aql of a Shi'i is different than the aql of a Sunni. The aql of Ash'ari is different than the aql of Maturidi. The aql of the Maturidis amongst themselves is different. The aql of a Sufi is different. So which aql? That doesn't make any sense. I know which aql they're saying. The aql of Aristotle, the aql of Plato, the Greek logic. Because when you go back, that's what I advise my brothers, all of you, to go back and listen to this beautiful. A few days ago I was in Bradford, Masjid Sunnah. MashaAllah, our Ustad, beloved one, Abu Iyad Hafidhahullah Ta'ala, gave a nice talk about the origin of the Asha'ira wal Maturidiyya and these, all of them, about explaining away Allah's names and attributes. So basically, Allah subhanahu, they say, the first thing, they say our aql. So the question you ask them, which aql, which intellect you're going to utilize as a criteria? But the aql salim, you know what it tells you? The best one to tells you how we should describe him is Allah Himself. Because why? No one knows about Allah better than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No one knows from the human beings, from the creation, about Allah better than Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam, as-sadiq al-masduq. So here, inshallah ta'ala, you will see who truly follow al-Mustafa alayhi salatu wassalam, who truly يقدمون العقل, or they follow Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The Shia, Asha'ira, al-Maturidis, and other than them, they give precedence to the aql. So Allah clearly said in the Quran, ألا تسجدوا لما خلقت إيش بيدي. They say it's a power, but it doesn't make any sense. You know why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addressed Iblis about Adam, which Allah favored him with. If Allah, because Allah told Iblis, why don't you prostrate to the one which I've created with my hands? Why Allah is going to mention that hands if it means a power? Because Iblis would tell him, oh Allah, you created me with power too. So there's no point mentioning that. But Allah is mentioning it as what? As something which is special for Adam. So therefore it doesn't mean power. Even the Asha'ira and Maturidis and the Shia are different amongst themselves. Some of them said no, Liyad means the power. Some of them said no, means ni'mah, means blessings. So which one should we follow? Al-Sunnah we say no. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the Quran to the people to understand it. So we take the dahir, the apparent meaning. In order for you to make it ta'wil, to say it's majaz, metaphorical, you have to bring us a proof. Where Allah said it's a metaphorical, where Prophet Muhammad said it's a metaphorical. When the woman, when the slave girl came to the Messenger of Allah Sahih Muslim, he said, Ayn Allah? She said, Fi Sama. He didn't say to her, no, don't think it's Sama, it's above the heaven. You know the heaven is a place. Don't think that now. Prophet he knows above the heaven, above the creation. As for those tafsilat, those lawazim, if you say it's above the heaven, that necessitate is a place. And if you say it's a place, therefore it's a body. Prophet Muhammad never spoke like this way. Allah never spoke that way. Allahu Akbar. So now, all my brothers and sisters, from the Shia, may Allah guide you, or Shia ones, and the Asha'ira, my brothers and sisters, and the Sufi and other than them, reflect upon that. You see, reflect and you see clearly. You call us Wahhabi, but Wahhabi, for the sake of argument, there's no terms called Wahhabi, but ask before the Quran and the Sunnah. So look, this verse clear. Allah saying to Iblis, why don't you prostrate to the one which I have created with my hand? That's clear. If it means the power, Allah created everyone with his power. So why Allah is going to mention that to Iblis? Iblis can tell to Allah, say, oh Allah, you created me with your power too. So it means a hand. But again, how do we affirm Allah's names attributes? Without resembling Allah to his creation. Without changing the meaning. Without liking Allah to his creation. Without saying how. Because Allah told us Allah has a hand, but never told us how. But my brothers, if they say to you, if you say Allah has a hand, by way of you saying that, therefore necessitate you are resembling Allah to his creation, you know the question we ask them? You ask them, is Allah alive? Is Allah hayy? They will say yes. They say, are we ahya? We are alive, yes. So tell me you resemble Allah to his creation. Say, no. Allah's life, not like our life. We say, thank you very much. That's what we want to exactly. Allah's head, not like our hand. Allah said in the Quran about the insan وَجَعَلْنَاهُ سَمِيعًا بَصِيرًا. That Allah affirmed hearing and seeing for who? For the Bani Adam, for human beings. Likewise, Allah affirmed hearing and seeing for himself. So you have to affirm that. They say we affirm that. But Allah's hearing and Allah's seeing, not like our hearing, not like our seeing. We say thank you very much. That's what we want to. That's what we've been saying for 1400 years ago. When we affirm Allah's names and attributes, I'm not saying like our attribute. No, the names is the same. Example of that. In the Arabic language, we say Yadul Bab. Ish, the handle of the door. Yadul Bab is the hand of the door, has the toes. Has the fingers. Does it has nails? No, but it's the same. And the best example belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say about the wajh, yeah? Allah affirmed for himself face. That guy, you can see clearly there's no Arabic language. He said no, the face of Allah means here, it means you will see religion of Islam. In which language? In which language? That's not the language of Arabic language. That which Allah means you see the religion of Islam. Doesn't mean that at all. So we say we affirm what Allah has affirmed of himself and what the Prophet Muhammad affirmed for Allah according to the Quran and Sunnah. Do you know what? I'll give you powerful points. إخوة لا أخوات. The asl of اللغة, the origin of the language is what? Is apparent. Like if I say, I'm going to my house, what do I mean by that? I'm going to my house, that's asl. In order for you to say, no, Shamsi, he said he's going to fly, you have to have a qarina, another statement of mine that indicate that what I meant, I'm going to fly. You see? So when Allah sent down the Quran, when he said Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Al-Malik Al-Quddus, Ar-Rahman ala arshi istawa, نعم, ألا تسجدوا لما خلقت بيدي, نعم, Allah never said, no, don't feel like this, because that's the apparent meaning. You see? So, is that clear? That's one point. The other point about the face. When we say Allah has a face, we don't say Allah's face like our face, وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. We are not mushabbiha. We are not mujassima as people lie and guess us. Because the phone has a face, correct? The phone has a back, correct? Is your face like the phone's face? And the best example belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If they say no, by you affirming the face to Allah, you are resembling Allah to His creation, then we go back to what? By you affirming the life to Allah and affirming the life for me, you are resembling Allah to His creation. They say no, it's different. When we say الكلام في بعض الصفات كالكلام في الصفات الأخرى. The way you're gonna speak about the other attributes, the same thing we're gonna speak about the rest of the attributes. The way you're gonna speak about Allah's names, we speak about Allah's sifat. You see, Ahl Sunnah consistent. Al Bidah, they come to one verse and no, it means power. They say no, it means blessing. No, see? So is that clear so far? That's what Ahl Sunnah. That's why we challenge Al Bidah from the Shia and the Maturidis and the Asha'ira to bring us where Prophet Muhammad said Ar-Rahman doesn't mean Ar-Rahman. Al-Malik Al-Quddus, Allah has a hand, doesn't mean hands. When a rabbi come to Prophet Muhammad and he said Allah will grab one, the universe, the earth with one finger and the rest with the hadith. Prophet smiled as what? As he agreed with him. Prophet said no, don't think Allah has a finger. Because what we say, befit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So our logic, our intellect better than yours. Your intellect is the intellect of Aristotle. You know, our intellect is the Quran and the Sunnah. Because Quran and the Sunnah, it tells us, and the Salaf, because the Quran and the Sunnah, it tells us that even the logic, the sound intellect tells you, let me explain something. In order for me to speak about your father, imagine I've never seen your father. Can I say your father wear a blue jacket? I don't even know him, no. The only way, by your father telling me, or I saw your father, or you telling me. That makes sense. You see what I'm saying? That is a rational argument. But you have no clue. Me, I have no clue about your father. I'm just guessing. Doesn't make any sense. So we say the one that knows about himself better than anyone else is Allah Jalla wa Ala. After that, the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. In the Arabic language, a face doesn't mean Islam, religion of Islam. Don't lie. You see? And we challenge you to show us where Abu Ja'far al-Sadiq, or Ja'far al-Sadiq, yeah? Or Al-Hassan, or Hussein Ali, said when Allah said the face, it means what? It means the Islam. You see? Don't lie. Don't lie. So this is apparent because the asl of the lugha al-haqiqa and al-dahir, not majaz, metaphorical. So what's this? And you know why? Because if you open this door of al-majaz, everyone can play with it. And now, let us open this bab for the sake of argument. When Allah said, وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةِ, no, doesn't mean أَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةِ. It's majaz, it's a metaphorical. You see, because what? How, you cannot stop me. So it's halal for you to say it's metaphorical, but it's haram for me. So what the yardstick are you going to utilize to stop me from going to the other verses and claiming it's majaz? You see? So we say no, when it comes to Allah's names and attributes, and it comes about the ghaibiyat, that's why when this Al-Bidah opened the door of majaz, which is metaphorical meaning, Al-Bidah say what? When Allah said about Day of Judgment, no, it doesn't mean Day of Judgment, it's metaphorical. When Allah said the angels, no, the angels, it's metaphorical. That's why Ahl-Sunnah, the Salaf, Hukama, Ruhama, Ulama, they knew what this bab is going to lead us to. That's why they closed it and destroyed it.
But he raised two more questions regarding the leg and the foot, and then the how does istawa, how does he, how's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?
Allah raised, okay. Now Allah told us in the Quran, let us analyze us again, my brothers, who's following the Quran, who is not. Did Allah tell us he rose above the throne? He told us. Did Allah told us how he done it? So is it permissible to ask? We don't question it. What Allah said in the Quran, ما كان لمؤمن ولا لمؤمنة إذا قضى الله ورسوله أمرا أن تكون لهم إيش؟ الخيرة. نعم. This is not befitted for the believer, male or female, if Allah decide and His messenger decide a matter to have another opinion. Allah said He rose above the throne. How? I'll tell you how. If you tell me how Allah look, I'll tell you how. Because in order for me to tell you how the action took place, you have to know what? Allah's dead. Allah's essence. So Allah never told us. Did Allah tell us He rose above the throne? Yes. How? The way before His Majesty. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, مَا يَنْبَغِي لِلرَّحْمَنِ أَنْ يَتَّخِذَ وَلَدًا. You see, and Allah said in the Quran, سبحان ربك. إخوة, listen to this carefully. Leave those مشانين. سبحان ربك. Listen carefully to this verse, إخوة. 3 verses. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون. Far away Allah from that which people ascribe to Him from imperfection. That's what negates imperfection. وسلام على المرسلين. What does it mean? That the prophets and messengers are what? أنصح الناس. They are the most sincere advisors. وأعلم الناس. They are the most knowledgeable people about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and about His wahi. وأفصح الناس. The most eloquent people. So when they convey the message, it was clear. So والحمد لله رب العالمين. Here, what is it? Affirmation. Because no one deserves unrestricted and perfect praise except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahu Akbar. Negation and affirmation. Al-Sunnah, they negate generally, but they affirm in details. Allah says Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. But when He negates, لم يكن له كفوا أحد. General. هل تعلم له سمية? General. ليس كمثله شيء وهو السميع البصير. So He negates what? General, but when He affirmed in details. أهل السنة, أهل الحديث, السلفيون, أهل الأثر, they are what? أهل التفصيل. أهل البدع, أهل الإجمال. We are upon what? Clarity, detail. But you people what? People of general. That's why when you read the books of the Ashia and other than them, when it comes to negating things about Allah, they go in details. When it comes to affirm Allah's name's attribute, then what? They general. When they affirm it. And my brothers, women. Okay, حياك الله. You have my number? Okay, I don't want to say my number.
Type it in, don't say it out. Type it.
Yeah, I'm doing that.